Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is George Hingori. I'm your online finance guy who speaks about all things finance. How you can be able to save, how you can be able to invest, and how you can be able to grow in your financial journey. And today I'm going to talk about social status. Is your social status or maintaining your social status actually keeping you poor? So why am I speaking about poverty and your social status? Because of things like this. So the first thing is your social status will keep you poor because you are always keeping up with the Joneses. You are always chasing a way of showing that you are better than your neighbor, you're better than your friend, you're better than your relative, you're better than your brother, your sibling, and these other people who are around you. So when you are chasing to be able to show and to be able to maintain your social status, then you are taking more money and investing more money and putting more money away so that you can be able to have these other things that will be able to show that your status is actually better, even though you might actually be struggling. You might force yourself to take loans, to get into debt, to do credit card debt because of wanting to maintain this social status. So keeping up with the Joneses is one of the things that comes in tandem with a social status or maintaining a high social status. This is the other thing. You are always buying cars. You are always buying gadgets. You always have a new shiny thing. A new shiny thing that is costing you money, maybe on debt or on loan, so that you can be able to show that you are actually making it. You have to flash your new keys of your new car. You have to show your new phone and your new laptop and your new gadgets because you have to maintain this social status to show that you are actually making it in life, and it is costing you money because this money would otherwise go into making the investments grow. So that is one other thing about social status that is keeping you poor, because you have to buy this car and have to buy these things that are depreciating assets. They are depreciating every single day. So when they do depreciate, they make no financial value for you. The other thing is you are concerned about what others think. You have to show and put an aura of how people should treat you. You are so concerned about what are people saying about me, and in doing that you may want to control the narrative of what people are talking about you, even as you go, because you might want to control it to be able to put a good twist to this story. So you might find yourself getting into debt so that you can be able to show off. You might be able to get money to be able to give people money and showing that you are doing well. You're always posting things on Facebook and social media because, again, you're trying to control the narrative around you. You're so concerned about what people think, and you forget that people will always think. As long as they have mouths, they will always think, they will always speak, and they will always say. So stop trying to control the narrative. Stop trying to maintain this high social status. Then the other thing is you find yourself living beyond your means. So you find yourself eating in fancy restaurants. You do not want to be seen in the local hotels that are cheap. You do not want to find yourself going in the local farmers markets. You do not want to see yourself going to the local neighborhood kiosk. You want to go to malls. You want to go to these fancy places to shop because you want to show that you're a man of means or a woman of means, and this is getting you into financial quagmire. So you are living beyond your means because for you to show a higher social status, you have to show a higher income propensity, which comes with and if you do not have this income with you, then you have to take additional money and additional debt to be able to prop up this image that you have created in public. And that is one of the curses of being in this celebrityness or celebrity mindset, because you want to show that you are making in life. Actually, I met one person who was a celebrity, and they felt the need to show me that they needed a car. I knew they were not making as much money as they claim, but because they wanted to show this social image, in fact, they said, if I go to an event or a place without a car, people will actually not pay me as much as I want to be paid. People might not give me as much seriousness or attention as if I did not have this car. So this person buys a car so that people may be able to take you more serious or may take you more as more important. So getting yourself to live beyond your means. So the guy took a loan to be able to maintain this social status. Does it make financial sense? No, it is actually keeping you poor. Then the other thing is, you find that you want to take your children to expensive schools. You want them to go to fancy schools so that you can be able to show a status of, my child goes to school with so and so high and important person. You do not know how they make their money. Some of these people inherited their money. Some of these people actually make big money. So when you want to maintain that high status that your children are going to this and this school, and remember, like the article that I did, high cost schools actually take a lot more money and more finances from you. But because you want to maintain a certain social aura, you might find yourself making this big financial mistake. Then the other thing is, they want to live in expensive, lavish neighborhoods. The thing with lavish neighborhoods is, if you live in a lavish neighborhood, then you might feel that you may need to have a car. Some neighborhoods, for you to be able to access it, actually the gates people and the security may not even allow you in if you come on foot, and you might be forced to have a car. Actually, the distance from the place where you buy your groceries to your house is actually a big distance. So it's either you take a cab or you take a car. But all this living in a fancy neighborhood actually compounds into making your costs actually high. Actually, the local kiosk in this fancy place is actually a fancy mall in a poor neighborhood. Why? Because they have to meet certain standards and certain thresholds to this clientele of theirs. So their prices are actually marked up. Actually, I went to one place. The price of milk in Kenya is 50 shillings per 500 milliliter pack of milk, or around 50 cents dollars. But this particular place was selling milk at 80 shillings. 80 shillings, that is 80 US cents dollar. My friend, a markup of more than 50%, just because you live in this fancy neighborhood. So fancy neighborhoods are the biggest ticket to your poverty. And remember, if that is a pack of milk, then everything has been marked up by at least 50% or more. So who is playing the fool? Is it you, or is it the person who has actually made money to be able to live in this place? If you are struggling to be able to make up this appearance and to be able to maintain this status, then it is a big financial mess for you to live in these fancy neighborhoods. Then the other thing is, you find yourself talking big. You have this big man aura around you. So you find yourself talking big and showing that you are talking big things, and things are happening around you, and you want to overpromise people that you can be able to give them jobs and make things happen in their lives. You want to show them how you are blessed, actually #blessed, and things are going well and things are looking good. But one day you might actually need to walk the talk, and walking the talk might actually cost you money. Because if you tell somebody or show somebody that you're making it big, and it's lunchtime and you need to have lunch, you might find yourself going into a fancy restaurant, because this person who talks big cannot go to this small restaurant. So you find yourself having to incur more cost to be able to maintain this high status. This incurring of more additional cost beyond the normal living expenses is going to drive you into poverty. So the other thing is Instagram moments. People who have this social status, maintaining a high social status, are always active on Instagram. Actually, they always post pictures of how they went on holiday and enjoying this and this meal and this and this fancy place, how they took their wives and girlfriends to these big dates. But these Instagram moments actually cost you money. So when they cost you money, you find yourself having to dig deeper into your pocket to be able to meet this recurrent expenditure. Because it's either you are rich or you are trying to be rich. And if you're trying to be rich, you are digging a hole to be able to fill a hole, to be able to maintain this high status aura. So are you the kind of person who is so concerned about your image out here, about your high social network? Because remember, people can be able to see through the cracks of whether you are financially capable or you are financially trying. And remember, these loans will actually catch up to you. So do not wait to be ashamed. If high status is costing you money, if high status is costing you opportunities, if high status is denying you the money you need to be able to invest and generate funds, then it is time you left. I hope that you are learning, you are growing, and you are gleaning. If you have additional other suggestions about videos I need to do or need to comment about this video, please leave something down in the comment section. Remember to subscribe to the channel and to like this video so that more and more content will be able to come direct to you. Thank you and enjoy your